What is happening, Carib Boys and girls? This is your boy Carib Boy with another Pokemon TCG video, and we want to do a recap of the MVE Collectibles August Pokemon League Challenge. Yes man, so we had the August Pokemon League Challenge down at MVE, and what a tournament it was, especially for me, and you will find out why if you ain't know yet. Yes, Carib Nation. So this was a beautiful tournament, so much so that we had a junior category. Yes, you heard right, we had a junior category. Now, it's not the first time that we had a category otherwise than the Masters, but we have our official challenge with an official junior category, and it was amazing. So before we get into the results and how your boy Carib Boy did, let's go over the meta of the tournament. So we had a total of 31 decks, 4 decks in the junior category, which left 27 decks for the Masters category. So this gave the Masters 5 rounds of Swiss into the standings, as you know is the format of the challenge. So what did we have in this tournament? So we had a lot of one-offs, a lot of one-offs, and then some decks coming in numbers. Alright, so we had up in the dance a Blissey Senti Scorch, big up Ringus one time. We had a Yanmega EX, a Gardevoir EX, Iono's Belly Bolt made an appearance. We had one Okidogi, we had a Serena EX, one Ethan's Typhlosion. Your boy Kiado, I want to big him up one time. He has been running Garchomp and Mamoswine, but he made some alteration and he's calling this deck, and I will classify it as a new deck, the Mamoswine Stage 2 box, which I call the Mamoswine box. We had one of that, and we had one Mani's Grimmsnarl. We had in the deck 3 Golden Go EX, 3 Dragapult EX. Now there's slightly variations with Dusknoir and without Dusknoir, I believe, but I think all 3 were Dusknoir variants of the Dragapult. But because Dusknoir is not necessarily an attacker, I don't put it in the title. So straight Dragapult EX here. We had 2 Joltik box, 1 in the juniors and 1 in the masters. We had 3 Raging Bolts, 2 in the masters and 1 in the juniors. We had 5, oh my goodness, 5 Charizard EX up in the dance, 1 in the juniors and 4 in the masters. We had 2 EV box, Gobin inspiring the player base here. We have a second EV box up in the dance here, and we had 4 Dragapult and Charizard EX, 1 being in the juniors and 3 coming out in the masters category. So how did Carib Boy's matches went? Well, when I done tell you about the matches, you go get an idea about what went on. But alright, I will still do it in order. So round one, I face off against Sulin Suchan. Big shop one time, not too long started playing and is a formidable player already. Sulin was the one that picked up the EV box, and listen, I mean, we know Gobin running the EV box for the longest while, and it is not a pushover deck. So here what went on with that game, I thought I was going to lose because your boy Carib Boy ended up using an item after Budew. So, you know, I was ready to give up the game because I don't like to make mistakes and, you know, put my opponent in a spot. But the judges was close, and we called the judge and they worked it out, and the board wasn't changed in any drastic way. So we could have switched back easy, and I got a 2 prize penalty, which means Sulin only had to take 4 prize to win the game. So the game was at a disadvantage, but somehow, some way, your boy Carib Boy come out with a win. So moving into round 2 with 1 win. Round 2, I faced off against Stephen Yenchong playing the Raging Bolt. Now I must say Stephen did not have a good game. We both had slow starts. I catch up and he never really seemed to get his cards to go. So, you know, the RNG had him at a bit of a disadvantage, and I won that game off of Stephen there in the second round. In the third round, I face off against the giant, the titan, Mr. Brandon Guevara, piloting the Charizard EX with Pidgeot. And listen, the community knows Brando. Brando is not no play man, you understand? I mean, we playing a game, but you know, Brando's sweaty. So I was very lucky. I came out with a win in this game, but I consider it very lucky because I was able to get to place the Rocket Stadium to stop colorless Pokemon, which rendered his Pidgeot EX helpless and useless. For the entire game, Brandon could not find a counter stadium, and I was grateful for that. I managed to thief the game under his foot before he could have break that stadium, and he still put up a fight. So, you know, formidable opponent there. Big up Brandon one time. 3 rounds, 3 wins for Carib Boy. The next opponent was, oh god, the number 1 in the country, Mr. Shivanan Gobin with the infamous EV box. And if I tell you what a hard game this was, it was back and forth. I believe we went down to either 2 prizes each or 1 prizes each. And it was a little while ago, so I can't remember the exact board. However, I remember my MVP for the game were Ionos and Unfair Stamps, having the ability to disrupt his hands and stall his plays a bit. And I think that is what really set me over the edge. I remember him having a slow start and hoping to pull a nest ball, which he did, and he got off at least to start the setup because he was a bit of a disadvantage with the starting hand. So, you know, RNG is part of the game as well, and I came out with 4 wins. Meeting in the last round, I faced off against the man who has been new to the community and performing very well. I want to big up Stephen August, playing the Manny's Grimps now. We both met at 4 wins each, no losses, no draws. The winner of this game would win the tournament. And Carib Nation, I had the worst ever possible start to a game I could remember in my time playing this game. And some way, somehow, listen, I draw my hand. I can't remember my exact hand, but I had a Charmander, 2 Hilda, oh gosh, Charmander, 2 Hilda, or it's 2 Boss or something, a Luminous Energy or a Fire Energy, or 1 Fire Energy, a really worthless hand that I can't set up nothing. 1 Pokemon on board. I go in first. Charmander, attach energy, end turn. That was it. And it stayed like this for 2 turns until I get a Hilda, evolved to Charmeleon, and I was able to knock out a Bodyu. So on top of that, I was under item lock. So even if I pull a Bodyu, I can't use it. Pressure in the dance. I recall about 4 turns. A judge was talking to me after, and he said it was something like more. But 4 turns, I was helpless, and it was very possible to lose the game. Probably on the 4th turn is when I was able to, I evolved to Charmeleon and then evolved to Charizard. So after Charizard evolved, by that time I knock out the Bodyu, so I didn't have item lock. I bring Drippy to the field, Dragapult there, Steven board is set up. So I was ahead in the prizes pretty early, even starting with the disadvantage, and pretty much run it down to the end of the game. But Manny, Steven was setting up the board to just knock out and take the game, so I wasn't studying his prizes. But your boy Carib Boy, the zombie, was with me on this day, and I came out, I ended the Swiss with 5 straight rounds undefeated. Carib Nation, Carib Boys, all I could understand what that mean. But let me call out the top 8. First, let me deal with the juniors. We had 4 juniors in the dance, which means the top 2 would get championship points. Possibly, maybe, I could be wrong, the first time juniors get points in the community. So we have in 4th place, Lucas Ganpat with the Dragapult Charizard. We had in 3rd place, Zane Singh with the Raging Bolt. We had in 2nd place, my boy Nathan Fulchan piloting the Charizard EX and taking the Junior Challenge title champion, Mr. Adam Ganpat. Big up you, my little brother. It was so happy to see you there on the number 1 spot, and all you've been playing, coming with daddy and playing, supporting the community for so long. I'm very happy to see, and I want to big up the Triple Evolution TCG team, which Adam is a part of, piloting the Joltik box, taking the challenge championship. Yeah, So let me move on to the Masters now. Now the Masters, I will explain what's going on. So I will call from 9th place because we have a special situation here. So placing 9th, we have Cyan running the Charizard EX. Yes man, Cyan recently joined the community some tournaments ago, not more than 5. And I never get to play she yet, but I've heard about how formidable she is and I want to congratulate her and big she up, publicly welcome her. And very proud to see her performance in the tournaments. We have in 8th place Steven, Mr. Yang Chong playing the Raging Bolt. 7th we have Chevron Racha with the Gold and Go EX. In 6th place we have Brandon Guevara running the Charizard EX. In 5th place, representing the Triple Evolution TCG. Big up my boy Richard Maraj in 5th place. A senior ramping up with the Masters. Olha, Richard is a force to be reckoned with. Watch him, and he was piloting the same deck as your boy Carib Boy, the Dragapult Charizard. Big up yourself, Richard. Very high finish, fighting among a higher category is very commendable. I'm very proud of you. In 4th, before we run to 4th place, I forgot to give the explanation, right? So seeing as how Richard is a senior, he placed 5th in the tournament. However, there was not a senior category. He was the only senior. So when it goes to the Pokemon Center rankings, the Pokemon website rankings, Richard will be taken out of the Masters and placed into seniors by himself. And everybody below him who were Masters would go up 1 place. So this is why I mentioned Cyan placing 9th. She would have received points for 8th. And the 8th place person would have received points for 7th, 6th would have received for 5th, and so on and so forth. So everybody below Richard would have gone up 1 place, and the top 4 remains the same. Place we have my boy from my local team, my home team, Mr. Marlon Acosta, piloting the Dragapult EX, Dragapult and Charizard. Sorry, he was piloting as well, so Dragapult and Charizard up there in the dance all year, taking those top spots. We have in 3rd place Mr. Shivanan Gobin with the EV box, of course. 2nd place Mr. Stephen August running the Manis Grimsnarl. And in 1st place, Carib Boys and Girls. For the first time since the community have had championship points. Oh yeah, I'm feeling real good. Your boy, your only boy on this channel, your one and only Lalon Ocho, aka Carib Boy, taking 1st place, running the Dragapult and Charizard deck. Olia is my first challenge win. My first win of any point, any tournament that has championship points. I win some tournaments before, a couple, before we reach the point where we could have official tournaments. So I've been there since almost the beginning, because there was a kind of a beginning before that, but we're going to talk about that next time. But my first tournament win, I win the game and I was in a bit of shock. I feel what it is now to be the winner of a tournament, an official tournament, and I just full of gratitude. I just full of thanks. You know, the community is growing. It has grown so far. And it was so exciting. I could hardly describe what winning this tournament feels like. I know what it means to me. And this was my goal for this season. My goal for last season was to make 100 points, however I make it. Coming into the season, I say, you know what? I want to make it progressive. I don't want to go straight to a cup. I want to win a challenge. This whole season, win a challenge. But I do it already. The season now starts. We're in the 2nd month of the season and I finish my goal. So you know what I mean? I have to set a next goal, and the next goal is to win a cup. The next goal, Carib Boys and Girls, is to win a cup. Whenever it happens, if it happens, I will be trying my best to win that cup and finish that next goal. I want to congratulate everybody who come out to the tournament, who support, who couldn't be there and support. All the competitors, MVE Collectibles, the store, Mark, big up yourself. We're doing a lot of good. We're building the community and we're moving on to September, the close of the quarter. So all you know what to do. All you drop a comment, Carib Boy win a tournament. I need to hear from all you. Tell me how all you feeling. Beat up that like button, bust a subscription. This is your boy Carib Boy. Out again.